Um, One of the sports teams that was in the eye of the storm and has reacted in what can only be considered a positive way has been the Florida Panthers, and their president of hockey ops, Dale Tallon, joins us now. Mr. Tallon, I take it
Yes, sir.
you got out of Florida before the storm arrived. Where did you wind up going?
I ended up going to Chicago on one of the last flights. On Thursday night, I was lucky to get a flight out.
Right.
And the team, our owner, Vinny Viola, was gracious and got a charter for the team and took the families and pets and everyone up to Boston, thinking that Springfield is our farm team and thinking that we might have to, bunker down there and maybe have training camp there, depending on the severity of the storm and how it impacted, the Fort Lauderdale area.
So you're back. You're back in Florida now, Dale, though, right?
Yes, just pulling into my place right now.
And is the facility? Did the facility? I mean, it survived the storm, but did it survive to the point where there's negligible damage? And are you going to proceed with training camp in Florida or stay in Springfield?
Yeah, we're full. We got very lucky. BB&T is open, full power. Our practice rink's full power. It's very fortunate. So we're status quo. We're starting training camp at the regular time, which is a big break for us because we were practicing at Boston University thanks to Dave Quinn there, the head coach. He volunteered their facility for us, so that was a great thing. So our guys are able to go up there and practice on their own.
The organization turned the BB&T Center into a storage facility for emergency vehicles and a staging area for first responders. And subsequent to that, I understand that you have invited people to come to the arena. And correct me if I'm wrong here, Dale, come to the arena, and there's been food and water and general supplies, basic needs that many in the community need. Is that true?
Yes. We've done, we're out, we even gone on a mobile unit to go out to the community today and yesterday, spearheaded by Matt Caldwell, our chairman. So we've been doing a lot of volunteer work and aggressive work in the community to, get supplies to people that are in need. So I'm really proud of our organization. The whole staff has been incredible. And then we made a decision to cancel our rookie camp. We were proactive, and I'm glad we did. It turned out to the best.
Obviously, the hockey part of this, well, you've got to start figuring it out soon because you've had to cancel your rookie camp and do those kinds of stuff. Now that the rookie camp is canceled, it's become an integral part of training for a lot of teams now, and you have a first-round pick like Owen Tippett. He would have I'm sure he would have been there and a chance for you to get a look at him. How do you get a look at some of those players now, and what do you do instead of having that rookie camp?
Well, we're going to have to use them a lot in these early exhibition games, and we have new coaching staff with new systems, so that's going to, set us back a little bit as far as preparation. But we're going to have to really go hard at it and really get these kids, and get them a lot of action early and see if they're capable and ready to play. So we have 7 preseason games, so we'll give them a lot of action and see what happens.
Yeah, it used to be you had a lot more than 7 preseason games.
It used to be 10 or 11.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? Is that from your standpoint, is that the right decision, or is it really put a lot of pressure on your staff to make these decisions?
I think it's the right decision. These guys now they've got their own trainers. They're making so much money they can afford to pay guys they come to camp in much better shape than we did. We used to come to camp to get in shape.
Right.
You got in shape, out of shape, and back in shape in 6 weeks. So these players today, there's so much on the line. They're not going to come to camp. They're not going to take the risk. And plus, we test them, and they have to prove their body fat and their VO2 and all the wind gate and all that has to be within a certain parameter. And if they don't reach that, they're going to embarrass themselves in front of their teammates because it almost shows that they're not really committed. So I'm not worried about it. I think it's a good thing. They're in great shape. Let's get right at it and let's go.
We only got about a minute.
21 days is plenty.
I got about a minute here, Tallon. Last year was a year I would think you would suggest of disappointment, and there was great optimism, and then disappointment. How do you view this year? Is this a bounce back year? Are you more likely to pick up where you left off 2 years ago? What do you think?
Well, my goal obviously is to go back to where we were two seasons ago. That's where we want to be, and that's what our goal is. That's what we're going to shoot for. We're going to be faster. We're going to be younger, and new coaching staff that wants to play fast. And I like our coaching staff a lot, and I think we're going to get back to where we were. It might take us a little bit early in the season to get everything going because of this little setback, but I think we're going to be competitive, and we're going to be a fun team to watch if we stay healthy.
I guess we can assume the ship has sailed on Yarmur Yager.
Pretty well. Like I said, we got some. We've got dad enough to. We've got Tippett, and we've got some kids that Hypenen we signed in from the Finnish Elite League that was leading scorer there, and we got Mammon and one of our picks that's really had a good summer, and we got a lot of good young players that we're going to put in those positions and to go with the speedier lineup.
Mr. Tallon, we often have a few chuckles with you on. Today was not a day to do that, but we'll have you back hopefully once things settle down in Florida. And we wish everybody there, you certainly, the organization and everybody there, the best of luck in putting all the pieces back together in that puzzle.
Well, I thank you, and it was very nice of you to be, this serious and about a serious matter, and I appreciate it. And we'll have some chuckles down the road.
Thank you, Dale. We'll talk soon.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.